come in, sir?
Yeah, do please come inside.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, sirs.
Good morning, young man. Please have a seat.
Thank you, sir.
Must compliment you, Archit. You're looking smart, very smartly dressed up. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
So, Archit, I understand your interview is on 2nd of April.
Yes, sir.
Which gives you about a month in hand.
Yes, sir.
Tell me, how many mocks have you appeared in till date?
Sir, till now I have appeared in about 5 mocks.
5 mocks?
Yes, sir.
So, do you find that mocks are helpful?
Sir, to a great extent, I have seen a improvement in my ability to speak and my confidence in front of a board. So, I would say yes, they are helpful.
Okay, so tell me 2 things that people have told you in the previous mocks that you need to work on.
Sir, the first thing that they told me was to speak slowly and think before I give an answer.
Okay.
Because I have to reply instantly. I had that tendency.
Okay.
And sir,
not to be trigger happy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, not bad. Anything else?
Sir, other than that, I was told to start answers with a overview. I was to come to very specific points. They told me to like space my answer with certain broad overviews.
We'll take a look into this whether you covered the desired things or not.
Yes, sir.
I was quite intrigued by this. You're a young man, just about 25 years old.
Yes, sir.
And your hobby is mindfulness.
Yes, sir.
Which people of my age group indulge in.
Yes.
So tell me, what is mindfulness?
Sir, mindfulness is the general awareness and the practice that keeps one aware about his surroundings and his own emotional well-being and states. So it can involve practicing it in a manner where one person focuses his or her attention on a certain part. For example, sir, the heartbeat.
Okay, good. That's great. So you talk about general awareness. Very nice.
Yes,
so tell me 3 government schemes which you have seen which has been implemented for a common man. It is impacting a common man.
Sir, the first scheme is related to the National Food Security Act. It offers food grains to the people of certain categories up to 5 kilograms.
Okay. One, if you insist, though I don't think, but you agree, I agree. Second?
Sir, second scheme that I think is the identification Aadhaar scheme. And
Aadhaar scheme?
Sir, the Aadhaar enabled payment system that the government has come out with, which enables people to use UPI.
Okay, UPI, definitely.
Yes. Sir, and
mindfulness means that we clean our mind out of clutter.
Yes.
Do we keep our streets clear of clutter? Swachh Bharat?
Sir, to a certain extent, yes.
Understand a whole lot of these things.
Yes.
I understand you want to join IFS. That's a great thing to serve the nation abroad. Good. Tell me 5 reasons why Indian Ocean is important for India and the world. Quick 5 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's all.
Sir, firstly, strategic interest. It is a new theatre and multiple countries involved, sir. Secondly, is the economic angle. A huge amount of trade goes through the Indian Ocean for multiple countries, around 80% for India as well. So third point is the huge amount of mineral resources that are found in the Indian Ocean with respect to deep sea mining. Sir, fourth is regarding the climate change and the other aspects of ocean. And sir, fifth would be blue economy related things and fishing.
Economy before, economy in resources and economy in blue economy also. The 3 points you're making into.
So first would be related to supply chain and trade connectivity.
Good. Okay, good. Not bad. Now you walk into a place and this gentleman from Pakistan walks in also there and he challenges you and he says, secularism India mein dilute ho raha hai. And he tells, look at Citizenship Amendment Act, look at Triple Talaq, look at 370, it has been targeted at a minority. What is your take on it?
Sir, firstly, I would not take advice on comments from somebody and criticism from somebody whom I would not take advice from. So I would
please understand, you are in diplomacy, somebody has challenged you.
Yes. Sir, sir, it would be...
Answer kya hai?
Sir, the answer would be that we have our robust mechanisms and our country is doing well, and it should be looked at the other person's track record from who is speaking and
in what terms. Tu kharab hai, isliye main bhi kharab hu. Is that the answer?
No, sir, not that. But we must
So
emphasize.
what I would recommend is, look at the government policies. There are a lot of things that we are doing for minority. Look at the constitution, the ministries that we have,
Yes, sir.
which will bring out the secular credentials. Look at the population. There's data which is there.
Yes, sir.
Smart people do not get into debate. They support themselves with data.
Yes, sir.
There's huge amount of stuff which is there, which you need to bring home. When you bring out that data, everything becomes pretty evident. Okay?
Yes, sir.
I enjoyed interacting with you.
Thank you, sir.
I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Mr. Archit,
Yes, sir.
how Gulf is important to us and how IMEC corridor may be a game changer in this regard.
Sir, Gulf is important to us, firstly, with respect to our energy needs. We import around 85% of our crude oil, so Gulf is important in that aspect. So, secondly, we have a huge amount of diaspora in the Gulf with respect to employment, blue-collar jobs. Sir, and thirdly, with respect to the IMEC corridor, it's said to be a competition to challenge to the Chinese version of BRI. So, and it is said that it could enhance the trade with Europe with up to 40%. So, in terms of connectivity and logistics, declining the logistic costs, which are quite high. So, in that manner, it could be helpful, sir.
So to counter BRI, this was a proposal in G20 meet.
Yes, sir.
And there was a proposal in G7 meet also. What exactly that was to counter BRI?
Sir, I'm not aware of the exact.
B3W, can you recall?
So, Build Back Better World.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. By the
B3W.
United
Okay,
States.
good enough. How the crisis in Red Sea and part of Arabian Sea is affecting the global economy?
Sir, with respect to the recent attacks on ships, which are Israeli ships, or recently even certain ships from Iran have been targeted. So those carrying trade goods, and that can lead up to logistic costs and increase in price of oil that is coming from that region, which is quite strategic. So that is one aspect. And secondly, sir, with respect to huge amount of piracy, it can lead to endangerment of lives at sea. And thirdly, sir, I think these are the few things I can recall. At this
Okay, Supreme Court verdict related with electoral bonds.
Yes, sir.
So, which right has prevailed? Right to know or right to privacy?
Sir, I think the Supreme Court has given a more importance to the right of privacy in keeping in mind the proportionality that can be applied with respect to law. So, according to the Supreme Court, this is, we cannot.
It means electoral bond are declared constitutional. As per constitution, it's okay.
Sir, it was passed lawfully, sir. So, it failed the third test.
So, are you sure that right to privacy has prevailed over right to know, or right to know has prevailed over right to privacy?
Sir, right to know has prevailed over right to privacy.
Yeah, right to know has, in this case, right to know has prevailed over right to
privacy. Yes,
okay. Related with electrical and electronics, supercomputers for weather forecasting.
Yes,
can you name some supercomputers related with weather forecasting?
Sir, the PM Param is one supercomputer.
In Pune, there is one. What is its name? Pune Tropical.
So the IMD.
Yeah. What is that?
So, sir, I'm not able to recall.
Pratyush. And one more in Noida. That is Meher. Pratyush and Meher are related with weather forecasting.
Thank you, sir.
And there is a satellite launched related with weather forecasting. So, which is the satellite launched by ISRO on 17th of February this year?
Sir, I'm not able to recall the name.
Indian National Satellite, 3DS. Can you recall now?
Sir, EOS, sir, I'm not able to recall.
3DS.
Sir, I'll read more.
Indian National Satellite. Okay, no problem. Now, one more question related with Farmer Society in your state. So,
Yes,
if you get into IAS and get your own cadre and post it in any of these districts where Farmer Society is prevalent, then what would you do to tackle that problem? Be brief. Only 2-3 sentences, not more than that.
Sir, firstly, I think we need to, I would encourage them to uptake crop insurance.
One.
Yes.
Just name them. Yeah.
So crop insurance. Sir, water harvesting and
Water harvesting.
and
Okay.
sustainable practices.
So,
Sir-
which scheme of the central government would you like to implement the most?
Sir, PM
Ministry of Jal Shakti.
PM's Krishi Sanchay Yojana is one scheme, sir, under which per
Jal
drop,
Shakti Abhiyan, catch the rain. That is the important slogan related with
sir.
that. What else?
so per drop more crop.
Yeah.
That is one scheme, sir. Sir, increasing the speed with which irrigation projects are being done under PM Sinchay Yojana also one aspect is that, sir. So that, and sir, third,
Loan to farmers related with that. What exactly would you do? And crop diversification would you do?
yes, sir, millet cultivation
Yeah,
is one thing that I would
these are
suggest.
the rain-fed crops
Yes,
which
sir.
you have to promote.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Archit, what is the meaning of Archit?
Sir, Archit means something that is worshipped, something that is revered or respected.
Okay, so you are being worshipped.
So no, I'm not being worshipped, but I would like to be at a stage where I'm respected among people.
Okay. And Sopan?
Sir, Sopan is the locality where I live, and it is named after the family that owns the orchards there. So that land was owned by Mr. Sopan. So,
Undri?
sir, Undri is the bus stop actually was named Undri, sir. And so I'm not aware why the name is called Undri, but
It doesn't matter. Okay, why do we need government?
so we need governments to ensure that the well-being of the people and not just the majority is taken into account. Even sufficient safeguards to minorities can be ensured using a government, especially a democratic government. So we need to have some kind of order and organized way of governance. So for that we need government, sir.
But you see, Pune area is very, very enterprising area.
Yes, sir.
So I propose a different view. I say कि government is required ताकि सुकून हो. And if there is sukoon, people will find their way in life. Do you agree with it?
Sir, I don't wholly agree with this because, sir, we cannot completely rely on people to be lawful in their conduct, and so for that we need some kind of a regulatory mechanism.
अगर सुकून है तो सुकून का मतलब क्या है?
So peace and satisfaction for the people, sir.
So what you are saying,
Yes, sir.
that means सुकून नहीं है.
Sir,
And conduct is not lawful.
Sir-
इसका मतलब सुकून नहीं है.
sir, because people are not perfect, sir. So for that we need to have some kind of mechanism.
So let's look at the Gujarat model of development.
Yes, sir.
What are the main features of Gujarat model of development?
Sir, I'm not very well aware of this model. So, but I think it is more towards enterprise and special economic zones where businesses are helped.
Yeah, so it's more towards infrastructure-led growth
Yes, sir.
and policy stability and law and order.
Yes, sir.
So do these things add up to Sukun?
So, to a greater extent, I would say yes.
Okay. Now let's look at the Tamil Nadu model of development or Kerala model of development. What do they emphasize on?
So, more on community participation and decentralization. That is one thing that I.
Yeah. But the model is focused on something basically different. What's it focused on?
So, the well being of all, I think that is one thing I've read. The Dravidian model that they call.
It's focused on health and
Okay, sir.
education.
Right. Thank you, sir.
So the social welfare model
Yes, sir.
kind of thing. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So what does that lead to?
So that leads to development, sir, in a true sense. I think with greater education and health of people being good, they can focus on other aspects.
So ultimately that also leads to Sukun.
Yes, sir. Sir, I think Sukun has a lot of factors involved with
Yes, I agree.
it. Sir. Yes.
So that can also lead to development.
Yes, sir.
Which one would you choose?
Sir, I think I would choose the second model. I feel it is a better option. It's not that infrastructure and these development economy is not important, But sir, once we can ensure the health and education of the people, then I think gradually infrastructure can also come in the picture. So
Yes, but there's a gap. How do you fund the health and education?
yes. Sir, we need to go about it simultaneously. Actually, we cannot focus on one thing in a silo. So we need a multi-aligned
We
strategy.
need industry to fund it.
Yes, sir, we do.
Otherwise, you can't do it.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Neelamji.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, okay. So, still good morning, Archit. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, ma'am.
So, you're an engineer.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Your father is a chief pilot.
Yes, ma'am.
Why not be a pilot instead? It's
Ma'am-
more paying, it's more interesting, it's more adventurous.
Ma'am, I think the organic interest for flying did not come to me directly. And ma'am, secondly is that this is something that my father also told me, that the job is quite linear in the way that it works. There is not a much diversified employment in this. So we can be a pilot, we can be the best pilot, which is what he told me, but it would still be the same job, flying aircraft. So ma'am, I was looking for a more diversified employment. So I thought this would be a better option.
So, okay, hope you fly in the governance of any place, any service you're going to get into. So, Maharashtra is a rich state, contributing a lot to Indian economy. Do you think its per capita income is less than or more than the national per capita income?
Ma'am, the per capita income in Maharashtra is different from urban and rural, ma'am. So for urban, I think it's around 2,50,000 rupees,
Okay,
and rural is around 60,000.
okay.
So ma'am, I think the average would be greater than the per capita income. Like
Of India.
India, yes, ma'am.
Okay. So if I give you a question that if Mr. Mukesh Ambani moves out of Mumbai or Maharashtra, will your per capita income fall? It's a trick question.
Ma'am, I
Think
need a
about
few minutes to think
Yeah,
about
I
it.
think.
Ma'am, I think it would fall.
It would fall.
Yes.
How?
Ma'am, because if I recall correctly, the formula is the amount of gross domestic product divided by the total amount of population. So if his industry and whatever
But
work,
his wealth is his wealth or government's wealth?
ma'am, the privately owned assets would be his wealth.
Or what is he worth?
Ma'am, it's telecom, refineries.
No, what is he totally worth, Mr. Ambani?
Ma'am, I would not be able to recall the exact
About
figure.
11-12 lakh crores.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, we leave Mr. Ambani, and there is a very famous wealthiest beggar of Mumbai. Are you aware of his name?
No, ma'am, I'm not aware of his name.
You should find out. You won't believe it. He has got 7.5 crores.
Ma'am, I'll
And he's a beggar. Can you believe it? He has got a house, he's got 2 shops. I don't know. Anyway, so since you're an engineer, my other question to you is, can you name 5 famous Indian engineers who have made a name in the world? Everybody knows about them.
Ma'am, the IT companies abroad, so the CEOs are quite famous. So, ma'am,
Okay.
Satya Nadella,
They must be engineers also.
Yes, ma'am,
na?
they are engineers.
Okay. Satya Nadella and
Sundar Pichai,
yes,
ma'am,
hint is Engineers Day. Think. Metro.
ma'am, I'm not able. Sridharan, Mr. Sridharan. ma'am.
Yes.
That is the,
Known as the Metro Man.
Metro Man.
And
ma'am, Narayan Murthy is one engineer.
okay.
He's quite famous in IT for
Okay.
Infosys. Ma'am, and Azim Premji for Wipro.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So, you're an engineer. So, you should know the famous engineers who are around the world who have made name for not only themselves but also for India. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
So, learn about the Vishweshwarya. What is his name?
Vishweshwarya. Yes,
na?
ma'am. Yes.
He is the Engineers Day on which it is celebrated. There are a large number of them, so read about it. So we will leave all engineering and everything and Mumbai, and we will come to Viksit Bharat. So you know what is the per capita income today? What are you aware what it should be in 2047 when the India is supposed to be developed?
Ma'am, currently it's around $3,000.
Okay,
And
it's slightly less than that. Okay.
Around 2,800, ma'am, according to
Yeah,
different sources.
okay,
Ma'am, and we need it to be around $16,000
much more,
for
much
a
more than
middle income economy.
More than that. Okay. So how will we become Viksit Bharat? You tell me.
Ma'am, we need to focus on the multiple pillars.
Like?
Firstly is skilling,
Yes.
education,
Yes.
employment,
Yes.
and ma'am, growth of different sectors with respect to infrastructure. And
Growth of all sectors or some sectors or shifting of some
ma'am, I think,
practices or some jobs.
ma'am, I think we need to see a growth in all sectors, especially with respect to the new technologies that have come in.
Okay, but if we talk about agriculture, 45 to 50% of the people are engaged in agriculture.
Yes,
If by say 5 years, 80% people are engaged in agriculture, will we become Viksit?
No, ma'am. But what we have to do is that by focusing on the other sectors, for example, ma'am, industry, we need to have these people come out of agriculture where there
Sir,
is
focus has to be very defined.
Yes, ma'am.
That where we are going to contribute most to the economy,
Yes,
so that we shift.
Yes.
If agriculture is doing well, we can maybe do there, or the service sector is doing, it's already doing very well.
ma'am.
So maybe the secondary sector is the sector
Yes,
we should concentrate on,
Yes, ma'am.
so that people from the agrarian sector shift toward this side, so that per capita income really increases.
Yes, ma'am.
Otherwise, you think any farmer today has a per capita personally income of 1,76,000? No way.
Ma'am, the monthly income for average for a farmer is around 10,000, which is quite less.
Yes,
But ma'am, for transitioning to this, I think that it's not that we have to just work on industry in a silo.
But you already said, na, skills have to be,
Yes, ma'am. With respect to food processing industries, we can transition out of agriculture towards industry as well.
You're
in
very
that,
right.
In that manner, ma'am. we can-
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Archit, your optional is philosophy.
Yes, sir.
Sankaracharya and Ramanujacharya both believe in non-dualistic philosophy. What is the fundamental difference between them about this understanding of non-dualism?
Sir, Shankaracharya's philosophy of Advaita is complete non-duality, and Ramanuja's philosophy of Vishishtadvaita is qualified monism. So, sir, the chief difference is that the Brahm that Shankaracharya says is the one true reality, Ramanuja draws a distinction in that Brahm as two components, which is Chit and Achit. So he believes that the Jeev is actually true and the Maya is not an illusory concept, but it is the true power of God manifesting itself. So the difference in the interpretation of Maya as to what it is it real or unreal? So that is the main difference between...
That's great. So Constitution of India is a modern legal document. Okay, how the ancient Indian philosophy influenced the development of the construct of the Constitution of India?
So with respect to the fundamental rights, there is provisions in Article 25, 26 for freedom of religion.
You can just give me the pointers only, fundamental rights.
Fundamental rights, sir.
Okay.
Sir, with respect to DPSPs, welfare of people, that aspect. Sir, with respect to Article 51, with engaging globally in a arbitrary manner, focusing in a more cohesive manner and fostering respect for international. So that can be looked at as from the angle of Vishwaguru and Vasudeva Kutumbakam from the Indian philosophy perspective. Sir, other than that, fundamental duties with respect to the karma aspect of philosophy. So I think, sir, these broadly outline the ideas of philosophy.
That's great. Thanks, Archit. It's nice interacting with you.
Archit, we have finished with your formal interview,
Yes, sir.
and I just want to know from you, how's your experience?
So it was a good experience. I have some things I have already realized that I need to work on.
Okay.
So that is what I was looking for, and I will do that.
Okay, that's good. So Archit, let me share a few things with you. And as it starts, we must tell you the best first.
Yes, sir.
One is you're young, you're quite confident, and for your age, you're reasonably mature. Rather, I would say better than others. You're a strong candidate.
Thank you, sir.
But after having said so, the need is not to remain there, but to transcend and get to a different level.
Certainly, sir.
Be better than the best.
Yes.
Few points that we can do physically,
Yes, sir.
and the physical point would be, I am sure that everybody would have told you, understand you're not interacting with an individual, you're interacting with the panel.
Yes, sir.
About 70 to 80% of the time that the gentleman or the lady that you're interacting with, make sure that you have a little, your eye move here and there, at least 20% of the time.
Right, sir.
This happens only when you're focused in your mind and when you're confident. Majority of the time we don't take our eyes off because we feel that our thought process will break.
Yes, sir.
But strong individuals do not. You seen Modi the way he talks?
Yes, sir.
Seen your teacher the way he talks? The teacher is connecting with everybody because he or she is so confident in our mind that she is not going to lose the thought process. So understand those and emulate them. Next thing is, you are handsome, and I see that, first of all, I must compliment that you have shaved yourself off. Look at this picture and look at yourself. Such a handsome guy. Here you look like a Daku Mangal Singh. So you're looking handsome.
Thank you, sir.
And you got good dimples. What a very pleasant personality.
Thank you, sir.
So please do not support beard, at least till the
Yes, sir.
one, and learn to smile. Dimples really make a lot of difference. And when can you smile? When you're sure of yourself.
Right, sir.
Do understand that the board is fully aware that you're not Google,
Yes.
you're not encyclopedia. बहुत सारी चीजें आपको नहीं मालूम, आप मुझसे पूछेंगे बहुत सारी चीजें मुझे नहीं मालूम होंगी. I ask you what I know of
Yes, sir.
and you may not know of. The board is quite cognizant. You're 23, I am 69, 65 years. I am 3 times your age, my experience. We are not doing shastrat over here. We are just trying to see your personality. जब नहीं आता तो डरता नहीं, जब आता है तो उत्तेजित नहीं होता. Understand this concept of confidence.
Yes.
And that comes out only by keeping a smile on your face.
Yes.
Learn to smile. That's another piece of advice would be that twice I found that you got into a kind of a debate. I would rather not use the word debate, an argument, when it was on Sakoon,
Yes.
and then when it was with ma'am also on philosophy, on another one more aspect where when you don't, on farmers thing, I think, yeah, there was some issue over there. Learn to tactically withdraw of the thing. Just say thank you. काम खत्म हो गया. बोला सकून है भैया, इधर का मॉडल उधर का मॉडल. Thank you, sir. And withdraw. I do not agree with you. I have this take. Unless and until you ask for your opinion.
Yes.
Learn to withdraw.
Right.
This is what we call as a tactical withdrawal. Because we are not really trying to figure out your knowledge data. Because that's been checked in mains and prelims.
Yes.
So understand this concept. Lot of things we have not checked. Government schemes when you want to go into foreign service. What's happening in Russia, Ukraine, what is happening in Israel, Hamas, why is UN redundant, climate change, which is impacting the globe,
Yes.
Solar Alliance, the board has not checked.
Yes.
So I would very strongly recommend, please take cognizance of it
So I'll do
and
that.
work on it.
Yes.
Are you reading any newspapers?
Sir, I'm reading the Indian Express.
And?
Sir, I'm following a YouTube channel.
So read, add Mint or any other financial newspaper, because as ma'am spent some time on Viksit Bharat.
Yes, ma'am.
Had you been reading one of this economic time paper, a lot of data would have come. 2047, everything is economy based.
Right, sir.
Work on it.
Yes, sir.
And now the time has come not to read, but to start writing on a piece of paper. Take out, write, consolidate your thought process. जब आप 4 से 5 सेंटेंस जो भी देखें न्यूज़ पढ़ते हैं, मैं 4-5 सेंटेंस इंपॉर्टेंट सेंटेंसेस निकालिएगा. कम अप विद पास स्टेटमेंट, ठक ठक ठक, डिलीवर्ड, व्हाई इज इंडियन ओशन इंपॉर्टेंट, ठक ठक ठक, 5 पॉइंट्स, एंड दिस इज बल्ले बल्ले काम खत्म.
Yes.
So that is how you have to do it. You are a very strong candidate. I really enjoyed interacting with you.
Thank you, sir.
And I am sure that you'll do extremely well. Sir, any other points?
वेरी गुड कैंडिडेट. एक तो बजट से रिलेटेड, भले ही अभी जो हुआ था बजट से, योजना इशू पढ़ लेना लेटेस्ट.
Okay, sir. I'll do that.
उसमें काफ़ी कुछ मैटर्स आपको मिल जाएगा रिलेटेड विद दैट फार्मर्स
Right.
वाला है
Yes.
उसको प्रायोरिटाइज करना है। देखिए इशू क्या है, एक तो सबसे पहली बात तो वो आएगी कि मनी कहाँ से मनी लैंडिंग कहाँ से है,
हाँ. Yes.
मनी लेंडर से लेते हैं वो,
Right.
तो उसको पहले तो ये करना है टैकल, है ना, बैंक्स वगैरह से वो सब प्रमोट करना है, क्रॉप इंश्योरेंस का ये करना है, और क्रॉप डाइवर्सिफिकेशन जरूर करना है। वहाँ पे शुगर केन ग्रो करके कैसे ग्रो किया जा सकता है, कैसे वो अच्छा आउटपुट दे सकता है जब एरिया रेनफेड है तो, और रेनफेड में वो वाटर कंजर्वेशन तो वो जल शक्ति अभियान वो चीज़ आएगी, उस तरीके से उसको प्रायोरिटाइज करना है। ठीक है
viksit-bharat-sankalp.gov.in वेबसाइट है, viksit-bharat-sankalp.gov.in. Go to that website, see which are the flagship schemes of Government of India,
Right.
what is their eligibility criteria, what is their timeline, what has been achieved, what is yet to be achieved.
Okay, sir.
Go through that so that you know the proper names of the scheme. It will help you a lot.
Yes. Sir, actually, I was aware of a few schemes, but when I'm in a nervous environment, I'm not able to
थोड़ा
like.
सा आप टाइम बोरो कर सकते हैं।
Take it easy. That's right. Ma'am.
You're a very good potential candidate where you have a very impressive personality and you have done pretty well. But like everyone has said, you must read something about the current topics.
Yes, ma'am.
Huh? So that you are well aware, like any citizen of the country, you know, who is educated and who is especially an engineer is supposed to know what exactly is happening around it.
Yes,
I'm sure you're going to pick up and do very well. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, ma'am.
Everything is fine with you, but what I notice, sometimes you become very argumentative
Yes.
with the ma'am and others. And that is the very negative part of your personality. Otherwise, you are a very fair candidate. You have a huge potential to make it out. So please work on that.
Yes, sir.
So don't be hurried in answering. Keep a patient and careful listening to others.
Yes.
ठीक है ना? And bit modulate your voice. थोड़ा सा करने का है वो. Otherwise, all the best. God bless you.
Thank you, sir.
Good job, young man. Keep it up.
Thank you, sir.
Well done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Tie a little longer next time. It should cover. Yeah, it's doing well. Yeah. A little longer can do.
Okay.
Cover your belt.
Okay.
Good
all
job.
the best.
Keep it up.